Okay, we are recording. Excellent. Let's get that little spotlight up so you could see where my mouse is. Great. Okay. Okay, so Chameleon mode. Welcome everyone. The beta launch. We've got a little way to go until it's fully functional with all of the features that are listed on the site. As you know, most of those features are already in Browsio, so it's not that much of a job to just sort of port everything over, and we're going through all of that over the next couple of months. So what we're going to be talking about today is the journey and where we're headed. We're going to do a quick demo of Chameleon, how it looks, how everything works, where everything is, and then how to get access and what's coming next, the updates that are coming. Got some exciting updates, and it's going to make everything that we've been doing online that much more efficient and effective. So let's just talk about the journey, where I've come from. So can you guys, sorry, can you guys see you can see this the PowerPoint presentation in front of me, is that right? Oops. Not sure what's happened to the. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to, oh there, because it's changed presentation mode and looks good. Excellent. All right, cool. You see the PowerPoint presentation. Lovely. All right, so the journey. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I got a lot of things on my screen here. Okay, so some of you know the story, some of you don't, but very quickly, before I got into online marketing, I was a headhunter for the IT industry, which is really the only reason that I was able to get this project through to fruition, for two reasons, really. Firstly, I learned really well how to put together a team of crack programmers. It was the contract market, so we were getting contracts, putting contracts together for the BBC, Sky, and different institutions, 3-month contracts, whatever they were. They were always, they needed to be done as soon as possible, and we needed the best programmers in order to get these jobs done. There were banks, Credit Suisse, all sorts of different, Deloitte, all sorts of the top tier, top Fortune 500 companies. And the other reason was the person that I placed years ago, about 20 years ago, who's actually now my current main and lead programmer. We reconnected and we came full circle, and I'll get to that, and I'm going to get back to that in just a minute. But organize an event, OAE, organize an event. This was my first entity, my first project. It was an event management website. It was a platform. It connected organizers and event planners. It was right around when I was getting married, so I came up with this idea. There was nothing around, and it had this amazing back-end organizational CRM, and it was my first personal online project. It was a great idea, did really well, but the model that I had picked, it wasn't right. It wasn't able to scale. Put that project to the side, got into blogging, and I really got into e-cigs. It was right about the time where the e-cigs were big, and I got into affiliate marketing, e-cigarettes, through a friend of mine who had an affiliate agency, and he'd recommended I look into e-cigs, and I looked around. I started blogging. It was still back then when you were able to run ads on Google and Bing, and the first month it was just a killer, right? So, and it happened to be that month, that was the month that they stopped allowing paid ads. So I got a real taste for the e-cigarette market, got into blogging, and it took a couple of months. I have to say, it took a couple of months, but after a while, it sort of started to stick. I started to get a couple of sales, and it was trickling through. It was right around the stage where I was about to give up with this whole blogging thing. And then the sales came in. I remember where I was at the time. I'll never forget. I was in Amsterdam for a stag weekend, and I'd woken up in the morning, and there was an extra $1,000 in affiliate commissions. And I thought I was dreaming. I'd woken up and and maybe I hadn't woken up. I had to pinch myself. And I basically got to the top of Google for one main keyword, which was electric cigarette. And that was the first keyword, then electronic cigarette, then e-cigarette, then basically I got to number 3 or 4 for the term cigarette. And I was waiting for that call from Philip Morris. No joke. I really thought that Philip Morris was going to call. I was on page 1 for the term cigarette, and I had an e-cigarette blog. We were doing about $40,000 in affiliate sales a month, and we were killing it. We were doing really well, and it was a great little start to get into this online game. But then Penguin hit and Panda hit, and the site just tanked basically. And I got into affiliate marketing, other niches, other markets, and then we decided to venture out to the SEO, to the agent, to doing client to SEO. And we were managing so many, and this is where Browsio came into be. Because while I was doing affiliate marketing, I had a bit of a budget. We were looking to develop some sort of a manager, a persona manager. And I had tried many times with many different programmers, developers, spent tens of thousands of dollars trying to make something. And they kept stopping halfway through. They just weren't able to complete the project, whatever it might be. They just weren't able to do it. So we got to the stage when we had this SEO agency where we were signing up and managing so many different social profiles. It was a couple of years ago. And we kept getting banned. We had a few client accounts banned, and it looked really bad on us. The people that we had working in-house using all of the old techniques were just coming up against block after block, signing up to whatever it was, getting accounts banned, and we weren't really sure. We didn't know what to do, how to handle it. And we tried looking into developing something again. And then by luck, my brother, who at the time was a programmer in the Army, was a high-level military programmer, heard about my struggle, heard what I was doing, heard what I was looking for. And he was coding in the exact technology that allowed you to develop systems native to Windows. So he said, "Hey, listen, I can help you out there." I didn't believe him, because the amount of money I'd spent and programmers that I'd gone through, I thought it was an impossibility. Anyway, I said, "Go for it." The rest is history. Browsio was born, right? And you all know about that. You all know how that went. That went really well. And what happened with Browsio was we developed that one, and then we used the platform that it just wasn't, we weren't able to grow with it. The browser wasn't able to be updated. So that's how we got to Chameleon. And just sort of the story was that how we came back to this is that I literally went through what I was going through for the last few years, like before I had Browsio. And I had almost given up. I literally had almost given up. I tried so many different programmers over the last few years to get Chameleon up and running. And it was the same story after story after story. Programmers not able to complete the entire job they were able to do. And when you take one programmer and give this programmer this programmer's work to another programmer, it just doesn't work. It's an it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's that simple. And what happened is I put some feelers out, and I ended up reconnecting with this programmer who happens to be an old friend of mine. I took him out of an investment bank, and he had the exact skills and technology. He said, "What are you creating in this technology?" And I said, "Don't you remember? I'm the ninja." So by another stroke of luck, we were able to get Chameleon. So he's heading up the development. He's got a whole team of programmers, and we're really ready to take Chameleon to the next level. So that's the journey. That's where we were, where we've come, and how we are now with Chameleon. Okay, what a story, huh? So for those of you that don't know what Chameleon is, very, very quickly, it's a productivity browser, a marketing tool, marketing browser. Helps you use multiple online accounts, email, social, whatever you need to be more productive while saving you tons of time, right? So who's Chameleon for? If you are a digital producer, an online marketer, agency, search engine optimization professional, social media marketer, basically everyone. If you access more than one, even my parents use it because they have one computer between them and they have this, different email accounts. They literally just log into each to a different profile just in order to access their emails. Only for their emails, obviously. They don't use it for everything, but there you go. So if you use more than one multiple social account and you use one computer, you have one computer and you need to access, you have a lot of clients that you're managing, you know, you want to be more productive about it and efficient about it, it's for you. So Chameleon mode will keep all of your accounts safely organized. It'll give you easy access to all of your accounts online without any kind of fear of tracking footprints or anything like that, as some of you already know. So the problem that we're solving is that just to make sure, let me ask, do you guys, give me one in the chat, okay, if you know what problem we're solving here. Give me two if you don't know what problem we're solving here. Yeah. One. Lots of ones. 1, 2. There's a 2, couple of 2s. And that's why we're doing this. Because, yep, awesome. Good to hear. Okay, so obviously most of you know. So very quickly, I'm going to tell you very quickly, if you go online, you log into a website, you create sessions, cookies, cache, a digital fingerprint as such. And if you're not careful, you're going to get a block after block, just stopping you in your tracks and stressing you out about really simple things like just signing into an account or signing up to an account for whatever reason, a client or a niche that you're, a new niche that you're moving into, because you're being tracked everywhere you go online. It's just there. It's impossible to use the same browser to log into multiple accounts. You know, as you know, without logging in and out, dealing with all these different security checks all day long, it's just not possible to use multiple profiles on the same browser. So instead of wasting hours, so what we do in terms of what the solution is, what we do here is we don't do that. We're not worried about deleting cookies, cache, and everything. We leave everything the way that it is, the way that it should be. Everything is saved in a secure environment so that when you come back to access your accounts, you're already logged in, your passwords are already there, secure, and you're ready. Cookies, cache, history, it's all saved to each profile, proving your identity each time with their own methods, right? So you probably traveled at one point or another with a laptop, flown across the world, across the country, across the state, whatever it is, and you've gone and you've logged into your email or your social accounts, or you've opened it up and you're still logged into your browser, right? Yeah. Okay. And that's because what they're looking at is not so much the IP, they're looking at the history, the browser, the cookies, the cache, the setup, all the boring things like plugins, add-ons, your WebRTC IP, Flash, Canvas fingerprinting. You know, they know you basically, they know you by your setup. So if you delete all of that, there's no way for them to really identify you, right? Does that make sense, guys? Excellent. Okay, so each Chameleon profile, what it is each Chameleon profile will give you your own unique online identity, so that when so that you can just click a button and log into multiple accounts, multiple websites simultaneously, making it each time, so that each time you come back to your profile, it knows who you are. You're logged into the same social account, the same Gmail, whatever it might be, for the first time. Or whether it's the first time and you're opening an account, or whether or not you're coming back and you just want to open up your browser and get back into any of your persona accounts. Okay, so where we are right now, we're at beta, and beta has it's beta, right? So we don't have all of the features in there at the moment. We're going to get into what the features are. You could look on the website, you can see what's coming, but I'm going to let you know exactly what the stages are where we're going to be moving. So there are going to be 3 tiers, and then we're going to have the full release. Okay, so let's just jump into a quick demo. I'm going to open up the Chameleon. Okay, so hold on, I need to change my screen. And let's see now, where is Chameleon? Okay, hold on a second. I'm just trying to see, why is this not working? Oh, there it is. Okay, Chameleon. All right. Can you guys see the app, the Chameleon app right now on the screen? Yeah. Okay, great. Awesome. All right, great. So this is what you see when you log into Chameleon for the first time. This is going to be your dashboards. It's where you manage everything, all your favorite profiles and folders, clients that you're regularly accessing. So the profiles are here. We're going to go ahead and click on this one. We'll add a profile to the favorites while we're here. So this one, because I know this has got an RSS, I'm going to want to show you how that works. And then we'll just do another, just whatever, a random one here and here. And then we'll do that one because Julian is an account I just opened up a couple of days ago, last week, I think, using, okay, great, added favorites. So that's added to the favorites now, and that should appear here. Okay, actually, let's just add a folder as well. So these might be the most, the profiles, personas that you're currently working with, the different niches that you're in. And then these could be your different clients. So let's say we're client number 1 and 2, we're dealing with a lot this week. So we'll add those into the dashboard. And those are now in the favorites in your dashboard. So now you can easily access them and they're all here. Okay, so we're going to open up the browser here of Gilbert. It's just going to do a quick just to show the uniqueness here. We'll open up another profile as well. Another profile as well from here. Okay, and we'll do Julian. Let's get Google on it there. All right. So this account actually was opened up brand new last week. It's just sitting there. So as you can see, Google are really happy. Social sites are really happy, all logged in still, all nice and secure. I have something to share with you guys in a minute, just towards the end. It's going to be, it's just literally takes this to the next dimension, we'll say, as an all-in-one solution. And I'm going to just be telling you at the end what that's going to be. And it'll be a little bit of a bonus as well for people who are picking up Chameleon right now. It's limited, very limited, but we'll get to that in just a second. Okay, so here is this one. Okay, hold on, let's make sure that we've got, okay, so that's there. Okay, so this guy is sitting here on a US proxy, and we'll do the WebRTC leak test, for example. You'll see that it's all secure. I guess we don't really need to do this, but while we're here, I know a few people have wanted to see. Hold on, I see a few people asking, raising hands in the chat. I can get to that in just a moment. Or we go canvas fingerprint. Oh, what happened? I took away the. Seems like this IP might be acting up a little bit. These are the best IPs that I've found, though, to tell you the truth. It's crazy right now with residential IPs. There have been some major crackdowns. And you have to take huge packages right now from some of these providers in order to get sticky Google proxies. Like we're talking thousands and thousands a month. But we've got you covered, don't worry. Okay, so here, so this is the profiles, this is the dashboard. Those will load in just a moment. If not, we'll change the proxies out really quickly. And then this is the open browser section. This is basically where you're able to multitask with all of your browsers. Okay, so this is this profile. This would be that profile. I'm just going to click here, hit refresh. This is opened up, so there's that one. So you're able to interact. Yeah, so it looks like this proxy for some reason has decided to mess around right now. So we'll open up one. Let's open up another profile here. This one, I don't think this one has a proxy in it. Oh, this one does have a proxy in it. Yes, it is a regular one. And this one, as you can see, doesn't have the flash. We have not, this is not turned off. So let's go ahead and just turn all of that off and generate a unique canvas. Hit save up there. Go back to the browser and see what's happening here. Okay. We have our TCs, all secure, canvas, 100% unique. WebGL, everything is also, it's all completely secure. Okay, so oops, that's back into that profile again. Yeah, so this has got a weird residential proxy right now. I'll update that a little bit later on. There's no need for that right now. So we can see everything is working beautifully, all separated in a really effective and efficient way. Okay, so let's just jump in and show you quickly how the RSS feeds are working right now. I love the way they're working, by the way. All right, so the way that the RSS works, and I think this is one of the most important features. This is my favorite feature in the whole app, to tell you the truth. I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have like 30, look, 30, 40 blogs, guitar blogs. I mean, you can put in, you become an absolute master of any niche and find the most popular content on any niche by just going and adding in all of the RSS feeds that you can find for the niche that you're working in. And then what this does is, as you can see there, it's got the shares and the reactions, the pins and the subreddits, and it will go ahead and if you click multiple feeds, each time you click a feed, it goes ahead and adds it to this this bit right here. So we've got there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's probably 5 to 10 to 20 on each articles on each one. So I don't know, let's say 100, 200. You could easily have hundreds of articles in here. Do all of them if you want. Then it will go ahead and find all of the social stats from all of these articles. And then once it's gone ahead and found the social stats for all the articles, you can very easily find the most popular content by going right up here and then ordering it by Facebook shares. Let's do that right now. So there you go. Excuse me. 190 shares, 41 comments. This is a great article to share if you've got a guitar blog, which I do. But again, this will work for any niche, right? I'll show you how to find RSS feeds. There's some really easy ways to find RSS feeds, the best RSS feeds. We'll get into that later on, but it's not the hardest thing to do. And you can see, you can just keep clicking, let them load up. You literally, you know, depending on how much power you've got on your computer. I mean, I don't think it's taking that much resources. I'm doing a webinar here and I'm clicking and it's going and it's finding all of the social stats. Okay, I'm not going to do all of them, but although I feel like I want to do all of them. You know what? We'll do all of them just for the hell of it. So we're like right now gone through pretty much all of the main guitar blogs on the planet. And it's finding all of the stats, the most popular, all of the social stats. And then, I mean, I'd give it a minute or two and then I'll get back to it. And here we go. We'll order that by, that still seems to be the most popular one. Okay, well, there you go. Here's the articles. You can see all the, look at that. Wow. Oh, so we've got views here. We've got some YouTube RSS feeds in there as well. So we can go ahead and hit that up. Whereas here we've got YouTube order by views. Okay, let's order by the most views. So there we go. We can go ahead and find the most popular content on YouTube as well. Smash those RSS feeds in there. And then also you can go ahead and click the article here. It'll open it up in the browser, and then you can share straight out to Twitter, Facebook, Blogger, LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. And that will open up within this particular profile with the share pages and everything ready for you. And that's it. Okay, so we've got the SMS phone verification in, and the import, which is the SMS. I'm not happy with the way that it works and the provider. We're getting rid of this one. We might add, or we might get rid of this one and add another provider, which I've been testing, that has got some great numbers. It's a bit more expensive, but it works every time, and they always have clean numbers. So, and then there's the import option, which will allow you to import straight from Browsio if you've got Browsio, or if you've just got things set up in a CSV, you can do it like that. Although right now it's not matching up perfectly with Browsio, so we're still working on getting the import perfectly ready from Browsio into Chameleon. And then the settings, this is where you do your default home pages and your proxy settings. I don't want to click on that just because it's going to see all my proxy passwords and usernames. So while we're here, let's talk about a little bit of what's coming. Okay, so what's coming in terms of browser into Chameleon are, first of all, you can go to chameleonmode.com and look at all of the features. Those are all being added in to Chameleon. As I mentioned earlier on, most of them are already within Browsio, so it's just a matter of porting it over now to Chameleon. The main work, the security, the hard work, the work that literally cost me tens of thousands of dollars in failed projects to try and get done, has all been done. That's ready. That's why we're releasing beta right now. So if you know, so you've got the main things that you need really is the persona manager, the ability to manage and use all of your accounts, your personas. You know, if you've got, I don't want to talk about how to use it. There's so many different applications. If you do SEO, you should be buzzing right now. If you're a social media guy, you should be buzzing right now. Strategies, that's at a later date. You know, we can have other webinars about that. So what is coming next is the way we're going to move things forward is we're going to completely like awesomeize the browsers, right? The browsers are good right now. They work, but it's very raw, and it's not the way that I want it to work. It's not the way I want it to look. It's not the way any one of you, I'm sure, wants it to look. There's going to be a lot more features added in, bookmarks and so on and so forth. We've got the profile CP window, copy paste, which opens up in the browser to the profile that you're on in case you want to log in. That's all in. All the efficiency, productivity, ability to manage and use multiple accounts, it's all in. What's coming next are all of the other features. So we're going to get the browser working with all of the customizations in there. You're going to be able to change the user agents on the fly. You're going to be able to switch between whether or not you want to appear as a Chrome browser, as a Firefox browser, all on the fly. You're going to be able to do that with this setup right here. After we've perfected the browser, or gotten it to a stage where we're all happy with it, what we're going to do is, and this is the pièce de résistance, as they say, we're adding in custom proxies, residential proxies, which are going to go right here next to the proxy button. It's going to say proxy subscription, and you're going to be able to click on there, and you're going to be able to purchase and order gigabytes of bandwidth for residential. You're going to be able to use them sticky, and you're going to be able to use them refreshed, so that every time you refresh, it's going to be a new proxy. And you're going to be able to load them directly into your proxies, so that you've got everything that you need within here to do everything, really. I mean, data center proxies we're not going to be providing, although we do have that solution via Amazon. So once that part gets updated and ported into Chameleon, you're going to have that as well covered. So everything you need in terms of proxies are all going to be in here provided. So that is going to make just everything that you need, and it's going to be it's all set up so that it's going to be minimal costs as well. Obviously, you don't have to spend the thousands a month in order to get the proxies. That's me. I'm doing that. Make sure that you guys get the best proxies again, and it's all going to be built in. And we've been testing a certain provider that's been working really, really well, which is why I had shown you this profile here, this Julian Francis profile here, because we're using the proxies, we're using Chameleon to sign up and just open up, and haven't done anything. We haven't added images, haven't done, it's just the perfect environment for everything that you need to manage all personas, profiles. If you need a client, your client needs you to open up a couple of accounts, it's all there, available, ready, the perfect environment to do everything that you need around managing and creating personas. Okay, so what's coming next after we've added in the proxies is going to be the link manager, and that's going to be an awesome feature which is going to keep track of all of your shared links. So you're going to be able to go into the RSS feed. From the RSS feed, you're going to be able to, let's just jump into an RSS feed here. Where was that RSS feed? So from here, you're going to be able to, instead of just sharing straight out, you're going to be able to send these links to a link manager. You're also going to be able to add blogs that you're doing outreach to the link manager, and keep everything organized and tracked, so you know exactly where your links are going, what sites you're sharing to, what sites you're in communication with, which persona is talking to which blog, and everything all in one organized, easy location. That's the order. And then all of the other features that you see on the buy page on chameleonmode.com, those are all coming. And you are going to determine as the user, you know, how we're going to move forward, what's going to come next, what features will come next. So there's a community, there's a forum I've just created, and you can go to, let me just move away from the app and come back to the presentation. Okay, 1 second. All right. You guys see the presentation, yeah? Yeah. You guys can see the presentation? Yes, awesome. All right, cool. All right, so okay, so if you're new and you want to sign up, here's a sign up page, but don't sign up yet because I'm going to give you a discount code that will give you $20 off for life. Okay. Also, you're going to get a sick bonus. I'm going to give you 1 month access to the lower package for residential proxies for the first 20 users, and the first 50 users are going to get $20 off coupon for life. That's just type in super 20 at the checkout, and everyone gets grandfathered in. Everyone that jumps in now gets grandfathered into the superhero plan, right? That's with all the options for life, right? And that's $299 a month. And you're going to get that for this beta price, which is why it's beta right now. We don't have all these features in right now, but again, they're coming from Browsio, so they're all there. It's just a matter of literally porting over most of these features. So and there's a few other things that we're still programming in, which we're going to get to, but we're ready. Okay, so that's literally going to give you a savings of thousands a year, $3,511 to be exact. Okay, so we covered what's next. We're going to have the browser customizations. We're going to make sure that's all awesome. Built-in proxies, link manager, keep track of all of your shared links, outreach messages all in one, plus all of the features that you can go and check out on the buy page. I'm not going to bore you with that right now. And then the Chameleon forum, which we've got at chameleonmode.com/community. And that's just really for the bugs, initial bugs, known bugs, updates, and just to get together and discuss future direction, updates, options, and so on. I want to keep as much conversation in that community as possible, because it's not like a social site. It's not like Facebook or wherever where you're limited. Everyone will see all of the posts. So if you make a post on that site on chameleonmode.com/community, everyone's going to see it, right? So everyone will see it. That's where you want to go. You want everyone to see the post. Okay, I'm going to be sharing that community. You guys can share that community. Well, don't be sharing it yet. This is just really for beta users and so on. So that's where everything is going to be centralized from. So again, here's a sign up page, chameleonmode.com/pricing. And the bonuses are, again, $20 off for life, super 20 for the first 50 users only. And you get 1 month access to the residential proxies, first 20 users only. That's once it's in. Obviously, I can't give you access to the residential proxies until it's been finalized and programmed in, and that's coming in over the next couple of months. We're literally finalizing the API right now and testing it, so that's almost ready. And again, you get grandfathered in to the superhero plan, which has all of the options, and that's for life. You get that price, that cost for life if you sign up now, because we're in beta and we've got a lot of things to come. All right, guys, very, very limited beta special here. Okay, so let's look at, I see a whole bunch of questions. I'm going to go to the questions and hopefully we can answer them. Maybe, let's see, open up a Q&A session here. Let me know, did you guys see a Q&A thing open up? Okay, so a private network. Okay, let me just grab the links here. So, okay, let me just 1 second. Here's the links, link to purchase. Links to purchase, and the code is super 20 for $20 per month off for life. Just a quick heads up, they weren't allowing me to do the first month, so the first month is going to be $69, and then it goes down next month to $49, so that's when it'll be applied from. Okay, you guys, okay, yes, you should all see that. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, Browsio is for managing all of your private network. I mean, your network of blogs, of sites, of everything. So whatever you need to do, if you need to, if you want to use it to sign up to, if you're running a PBN, if you're managing a PBN network, right now there is no PBN poster, but we've got all of that. That's part of Browsio, and that is going to be ported over. So you're going to be able to, post out to all of your WordPress blogs, both WordPress.com and also self-hosted WordPress sites. It has a link manager, which is going to show you the ratio of all of the links that you're building so that you don't create duplicate anchor texts. Plus, it also just helps manage and organize all of your sites in one place so that you know exactly where you're posting. You only have to come to Chameleon, and you have the PBN poster, which we're porting over into Chameleon from Browsio, which is all there already. So yeah, so this is going to help you manage and post to your sites, not just keep them safe and not just have access to them on a one-by-one basis. There will be a whole module, just like you have an RSS module up there, the profile, the browser. There's going to be a PBN module, which is going to allow you to post out, to add your PBNs there and just post out to them directly. And because you're using the Chameleon and you're doing it behind a proxy, you're able to post to all of the WordPress.com blogs at the same time with zero footprints. Not even, there's no IP footprint. Everything is done via the API through and via a proxy. So that's how that works. Each one of these profiles, each one of these personas, sorry, you're not looking at it, but each one of the personas that we were looking at, profiles, is in effect one website, one network, one profile. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? Richard, who was asking, you were asking about yeah, this is how it works. Exactly. Yes, it keeps a consistent login. The IP will always be the same. The cache, cookies, histories is exactly how it works. We don't delete anything. We keep everything segmented each time so that when you come back, you noticed when I opened up Chameleon and I went into that profile, I didn't log into that Gmail account. It was there already. So yes, it keeps everything consistent. We've been doing this for a good few years now, and this is the next version up, right? So So we're very familiar with keeping everything separate and secure. So this is all part of the system, and that is available right now. That's in all the security, all of the IP management, all of the security management, where you're making sure that WebRTC is disabled and Flash is not on, and you can either turn on or turn off JavaScript. You need it on. Pretty much every site uses JavaScript. But like I showed you before, the canvas fingerprint you can have, and each one has a unique canvas fingerprint, all completely covered. Okay, so yeah, sorry, Chris. There was a weird issue with the link there, and I created a new one. Thank goodness you found it, but this has been recorded. So I'm going to be sharing this one soon. If you are a Browsio lifetime member, then you can go ahead, go to chameleonmode.com, and there'll be a chat on the bottom right-hand side. Just go ahead and type in that you're a Chameleon, that you're a Browsio lifetime member, and please include your Browsio email, user, and your first and last name. I require first and last name, and I also need either the JVZoo receipt or the PayPal transaction ID. I have to have one or the other. Okay, a lot of people just sending me the name and the emails, and I love you all, and I don't remember your, you know, who and what, who I just don't remember everyone. You know, I wish I did. So if you could do that, you can get access, and we can take that from there. Let's see if there are any other questions. Are there any other questions before I think we wrap this up? You're welcome. No problem, Chris. Any other questions before we wrap this up? There will be an affiliate program, but not just yet. What do you mean affiliate offers? The affiliate program isn't open just yet. We're in beta. You know, I don't want to be. I don't want to get. I don't want to basically have it sent out to lots of people at the moment. There's still a lot of teething problems, and you're not going to want your people to contact you. Certain things aren't working, right? So I'm just trying to keep it very small, very limited crowd. People who are watching the webinar, people who have seen this, that know that we're at beta and we're moving forward, and not to go crazy with little bugs here and there. Okay. Yes, sorry about that. So what these are here, and there's a known issue. I forgot to update it. There's a known issue that Chrome isn't opening, but what this is Chrome and Firefox. So what this does is this will open up a separate instance of Chrome. So what did we have here? This was profile 5. Okay, so we can go here. Oh, it's not open, right? You don't see my screen. So can you see my screen? You guys see my screen? What do you see right now? Do you see the app, or do you see the PowerPoint? All right, cool. Sorry, guys. Let me just share the screen. All right. Okay, can you see this? Can you see the app now? Yeah, all right, cool. So so what these are, forgot to cover that. This is opening up your installed Chrome browser with the IP segmented for this profile. And it's the same thing for this Firefox. It's going to open up Firefox with all of the security features enabled. Chrome, they don't let us do that off the cuff. We're in the middle of creating add-ons that will allow you to keep everything secure. But there are add-ons out there for the regular Chrome that will allow you to hide your WebRTC and to deal with the canvas fingerprint and so on. But we are about to release our own ones as well. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and obviously just go to the store, the Google store, the Firefox place, and see what you can download in terms of canvas fingerprint. But Firefox has all of the WebRTC and Flash and Do Not Track already disabled in the system, so that when you click on that, it will open up Firefox already with all of the security enabled, and then and also via this proxy. And then over here it's Chrome, so they're very, very funny. They want to watch you. They want to make sure they don't allow us to do that anymore. That's how we got all screwed up a few years ago when the browsers stopped letting you click share my place. Do you remember a few years ago, when the web browsers, well, a few years ago when the web browsers, every time you went to a website, the website wanted you to share the location. You guys remember that? Yeah. So basically that was when they started with the WebRTC and all these other technologies that people weren't aware of, that were just there watching you, and people, and that was how we were getting accounts deleted one after another because of these sneaky backdoor technologies that they've added in. So Google makes sure to keep that in Chrome. They don't allow us to mess with it. Firefox does, because they're cool, they're open source. We're going to be adding in some other browsers here as well, so that you can have access to multiple browsers, as well as the internal Chameleon browser, which you're going to be able to also update so that it's either appears as a Chrome or as Firefox, entirely up to you. And then you've also got access, if for some reason you have to use the latest Chrome browser, but you don't want to use your Chrome, because that's the whole point of having this. It will open up a totally unique segment, a totally unique segmented Chrome, and a totally unique segmented Firefox, and it will keep all of their cache and all of their cookies for both Chrome and Firefox all separate as well, so that when you go back to them, you're going to be logged in again, and it's going to have nothing to do with your installed version that you use on a regular basis, whether you use Chrome or Firefox. So that's how that works, and that's what that's all about. So you've got multiple options to use the browsers. There's a known bug, I did mention, that Firefox isn't opening. Yeah, Firefox is not loading, that's right. Okay, all right, so okay, so I'm not sure if you have SCOAP. Anyone use something? It's nothing to. It's a totally. I mean, it's a SCOAP is an awesome automation tool, but it doesn't really have anything to. I mean, maybe you could use Browsio to manage some of the accounts if you want to have a much more personal relationship with them, and you want to. I don't know. I mean, because SCOAP is a poster and does a great job at posting and signing up to accounts. So I'm not sure if they have a. Maybe they have some sort of an output link where you can, the CSV. I think they have a CSV with all the username and passwords. You could potentially import those into a persona or a profile in Chameleon and interact with them if you want to maybe personalize them and make them, change the logos and make them look all really, really nice and so on. So, okay, so guys, if there's no other questions, I'm gonna end it here. Let me see, Q&A. Everything's covered in Q&A. Oh yes, sorry. Okay, all right. You're welcome, Richard. You're welcome, everyone. So I will end the webinar and we'll get this recording out. And again, thank you for coming. Hey, Mike. Yeah, you're gonna have to get the replay. What do you want? You're coming right at the end of the hour. I'm not that slow, but thanks for coming anyway. And I did record it. Yeah, I did record it so you guys can watch it again. And I'll see you in the group. I'm going to be opening a new Facebook group, and we'll post that in somewhere. You guys will see it, I'm sure. Maybe I'll email it out or in the Skype group or whatever. Okay, you're welcome, guys. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Talk to you soon. Everyone who purchased, awesome. Thank you for purchasing. I dropped it here. I'll drop it again. 1 second. The purchase link. Where is it? Hold on a second. Here it is. And there's the discount. Okay, so there's a discount there. It's for the first 50. And it's $20 off a month for life. There it is. Okay. Oh, sorry. It should have gone out to all the panelists. No. I just did it in the. I just put it in the. I put the link in the chat here. Did you guys all see it? Oh, hold on a second. Is this? Oh, hold on a second. It's going. Oh, yes. So sorry, guys. I actually thought that I was talking to everyone at once there. You're not panelists, you're attendees. Okay, so here we go. Here is the link. There you go. You guys all see that? Okay, awesome. Awesome. Okay, guys, welcome aboard, all the new guys and all the old guys. You know how to go ahead and get the update and the upgrade, and I'll see you in the groups. Have an awesome day. Thanks for coming. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. See ya. Have a great one.